14.
Day 14. We're over the hump.
And on the downhill side.
And on the downhill side. Well, not for the whole month. We're over the hump for the Advent boxes.
Right.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. I am like at the halfway point right now because I'm halfway through my 13 yarn. So that's right. Halfway through 12 would have been. So I'm a little bit over the hump. Anyway.
Okay. So tell us about the football match.
Okay, so we went to the Chelsea versus Leeds game the other day. It was my first time at a professional football match. It's Adam's like third, my husband's third or something. And so I didn't know what to expect. But of course, in the States, we always hear about like the football hooligans, and I don't know if you remember hearing about them, but it was like really bad when we were growing up. There would be like news reports about people getting trampled and stuff and fights breaking out and all sorts of crazy stuff. So, but I was like, that's over now, right? That's done. That doesn't happen. So we're at the stadium and it's a big deal. Like Chelsea's one of the best teams they have here. So they have like full proper, like it's like going to an American football match, like it's a big stadium. There's stuff around it. There's big crowds. So we come around to like where we need to go in, and they have all of the Leeds people who have traveled to the game are like surrounded on two sides. Like they formed a police tunnel for them, that they are like standing there in their little police tunnel and yelling at the fans, the Chelsea fans who are coming in. And I'm like, wow, that's intense, So then we go into the stadium and they will seat the traveling teams, the traveling fans in their own sections.
Right. There's no mingling.
No mingling. And that section also has police in the aisle between them and along the front of the pitch.
Okay.
So there you are surrounded. And apparently, again, that's normal. So Leeds has a very strong traveling fandom, so they had like 3 sections of the stadium that was full of them. And then another thing they do at football matches is they have family sections so that, if you're going with your children, in theory, there's less cursing and stuff
Alcohol
like that. In theory. I would have hated to see what it was like in the other sections. We were seated in the family section and I was like, this is the family section? Okay. All right. Anyway, but they also put the family section next to the traveling teen section because they figure parents with small children, they're going to be examples. They're not going to start anything with the other
in
team.
Theory.
Right. So the game starts and Leeds, like all the teams also have their own like songs and chants they do. And
Sure.
Leeds fans were so loud. It was like, that was all we could hear at the game. We couldn't hear the Chelsea chants going on in the rest of the stadium. It was just the Leeds stuff. And like, it was so loud that the people in our section weren't even bothering because it's like, whatever, So eventually, Leeds scores the first goal and they go crazy and
sure.
More proud, you're very proud. I'm very happy for you. And then Chelsea scores a goal. And after listening to all of the like chanting and about how Chelsea's the worst and lots of colorful language, everyone in our section basically turned and is like yelling at them like, oh, which is when the coins started getting hurled into the family section of the stadium.
People were throwing money?
They were whipping coins. The Leeds traveling fans were whipping coins into the thing. I didn't realize what was going on until I felt a sting on my thigh where I got hit by one of these coins because I was sitting on the aisle. So there was like a gap. And so one of the coins was able to gut my thigh. I was like, I didn't know what it was at first. I thought maybe they threw ice, but a little kid had come out and grabbed whatever it was.
Well, yeah, money.
he was pumped. It was money. And so I didn't even know what it was until a minute later when another one hit the aisle by my feet. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're throwing coins,
Yeah.
you know? And yeah. And later on, so anyway, we beat them 3-2. So, and I feel no remorse for that because their fans were so atrocious. Like that was awful. They were whipping coins into an area full of children.
Yeah, that's crappy.
And later on in the game, my husband went up to get a snack, whatever. And he said there was a dad there with 2 kids, like bawling and like holding themselves because they'd gotten hit by the coins. And then later after the game, I was telling a friend who lives in the north, and I was like, yeah, it was great. Like the experience was fantastic, except for the fact that Leeds was throwing coins at people and injuring children and stuff. And she said she told her husband, and he said, yeah, sometimes they'll actually sharpen the corners up, sharpen the edges. Leeds fans. I'm sorry if any of you watching are Leeds fans. I have no love for you.
No matter who you are.
Your team. I have no love for your traveling fans. I will say that. Right. I have nothing against the team. I have nothing against people who cheer for them, but the traveling fans were horrible. Very unimpressive. But I did get some knitwear because I saw that. How could you resist this?
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
And then they also have like people have probably seen like the football scarves like this, right? That have the theme.
I haven't.
But then they had ones that go with the hat that had Fair Isle on the bottom. Nice. So I was all geared up. It wasn't even that hot or that cold out. And I was like, I
didn't even know that in England, I didn't even know that they play soccer in the winter. I didn't even know that.
My understanding is it's done now. I think now it's like the playoffs.
Or the finals. Yeah. So it's almost over.
There was some draw today. You can tell I'm a huge fan, right? My husband is so into it, and more power to him. I know I'm a wool geek and he listens to me and I listen to him, but half the time it's like the teacher from Charlie Brown, you know.
But you just got the knitwear, so that's cool.
I got the knitwear.
Yeah.
And I love going to any sport in person, you know. It's so fun in person.
Even better if you can knit while you're there.
Yeah, I couldn't. Not allowed.
I know.
And then I was bruised. I have a bruise. I have a straight line bruise on the back of my thigh from where the coin hit me. It's crazy.
That's thirdly to do that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I want to go back to a football match again, but I want to be nowhere near the visiting team section.
Section.
I
Right.
want to be like the opposite side.
Yeah.
So that's my very long story about my first time at a football match.
The Chelsea match. All right.
The match.
So it's day 14.
It is day 14. Do you want to do the chicken report real quick?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I feel like this is like Anne talking a lot today.
That's okay. Because you're in London and you have things to talk about. It's same pretty much for me. So the chicken report.
So I'm like halfway. Okay. So last time you guys saw it, I was on this color here.
Right.
I think, pretty sure. And so I'm 1, 2, 3 colors up. Okay. So this color here.
The purpley one. Yeah.
The purpley one. No, that down here, this blue one. So I was like that short. Oh, on the other side though. I was down here and I was like that short, just a few stitches, but yeah, you can see where I joined in. Okay. But the purple in this one matched like a sort of blackish tinted like purple in this one. So it worked out perfectly. I just like carried on with that one. And then I dropped a stitch. I'll fix that in a minute. This one, again, I had to go 1 ridge shorter with these two.
Yeah.
Because I could tell, like, again, remember, like I said, like if I have a loop and a half, that's a row.
Okay.
And I wasn't going to have enough. So I was one ridge too short on these. And then now I'm on this one. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. We'll see.
Have you been right on the Instagram guessing? On the guessing, have you been correct yet?
Not at all. I was so sure that this red and brown one
Was the
was
ladybug?
going to be the ladybug, and then this was nope. This is a walrus,
Right.
and I saw what this one was, and now I can't remember. This was another animal, and I can't remember. It was another. Oh, it was a snail. This is the shell of a snail.
Okay.
And then I haven't. This one hasn't been revealed
Right.
yet. So
we'll see. We'll see.
Lindsay is killing me here.
And she's just laughing.
I know. She's been beating me. What can I say?
That's all right. It's fun. All right.
How have you been? You've had some weather.
Yes, the interstate was closed for, I don't know, like 48 hours. And yeah, that was ugly. We had snow about, I don't know, like 6 inches, and then we had huge wind. Like we were having gusts. I shared on my Instagram stories, we were having gusts over 70 miles an hour. So that's nasty, because then the wind blows the snow and it drifts up over here. But then where it's bare here, it just blows dust. So then we have disgusting, dirty, dusty snow. It's just gross. It's gross. So, and then you go out and do chores. So you're not sure, are you getting pelted by snow or dust or both?
Yeah, or both.
It was nasty. So today is better. It's better. It's better.
Good.
It's a little breezy, but it's supposed to be like 50. So now it's just going to get like slushy and more gross.
Well, maybe it'll all melt away and get absorbed. And I guess that just means mud, though.
For a little bit. And then it dries up pretty quickly. So,
should we do this?
Yes.
Let me see. Okay. Starting with fiber seed as usual. Day 14. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
It's so Christmassy.
Oh, it is. Wow. Wasn't
it's red and greens.
How maybe that's the hungry caterpillar. The apple.
Oh, you're right. This has got to be. Come on. That's got to be the hungry caterpillar.
I don't know, but maybe.
Or it's the strawberry from the Hungry Caterpillar book, or
maybe we're both wrong.
Probably.
We'll see. Okay.
Anyway, that's a fun one. I like that.
It is. That's festive.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right. Day 14 from a girl. Woo! Oh, I'm loving it. Look.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very nice.
It's
getting very stormy.
It is. Yes. So let's look. This is yesterday. This is day 13. And now
a lot more like dark gray. Is that black or like a deep
No,
blue?
it's more like a dark purpley burgundy dark. Yeah, see the
nice. Very nice.
Oh, by the way, remember when I said day 6 should be a full skein? My husband saw it and he's like, "Oh, I like that one." And he pointed out day 6. So Lauren, if you're watching,
it's a winner.
Oh, this is just lovely too. Nice.
That is very nice. Yeah.
I love that. Wow. It's going to be fun to knit that up and see how it'll come out. So
yeah.
Cool.
We have another explorer today.
Yay.
Oh, it's going to be a quiz because she didn't put the name. It says first British woman to ski alone across Antarctica. So maybe Alex will see this and say in the comments below who that was.
Or do we have to Google? Why have I seen that picture? I've seen that photo before.
I feel like it didn't happen all that long ago.
No.
Like, I don't know.
Hey, anyway, Siri.
We'll have to look that up.
Who was the first British woman to ski across Antarctica?
Okay. I found this on the web for who is the first British woman to ski across Antarctica. Check it out.
Felicity Aston.
There we go. Felicity Aston.
January of 2012.
Oh, so it was pretty recently.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago? 9 years ago? 8 years ago? Mathing. I'm mathing.
Okay.
Okay, I have a cool one here for you. Devon Close Wool.
Oh,
Remember, we'll hold it up for
there
you.
you go.
Nice and fluffy.
Oh yeah, it looks really soft.
One. Creamy. Oh, sorry, I didn't read it all. So it's Devon Close Wool 4-ply from Homegrown at hampton.co.uk. I do apologize to all the British viewers for how I say things. Creamy white, warm, soft yarn. The breed originates from Devon. That's where I was today. It's in Devon.
Oh.
This yarn has a similar feel to the Texel wool in this calendar. On the RBST minority list with 15,000 to, 1,500. I think she meant 3,000, but there's a typo. It says to 300. So on the RBST minority list with 1,500 to 3,000 of the breed in the UK, used for meat and fleece, 20 to 25 centimeter staple length. This is from the lovely Clive and Lydia Handy, who are the 7th generation custodians of a farm high up in the Cotswold AONB area of outstanding natural beauty. Caring for the environment and creating a haven for wildlife is integral to their mixed farming system. So there we go. Back to some DK after some few days of fingering.
Cool.
That's cool.
Right on.
I'm looking forward to knitting with these. And let me show the tag real quick. Mistletoe.
Oh,
That's cute.
it is.
Very cute, Alex.
And Alex, you'll have to leave a note in the comments below if that is not the explorer that you meant to share. Because maybe Siri was wrong. How do I know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I have day 14 of the National Parks New Year calendar is from Jems Luxe Fibers.
Oh, I remember that interview.
Yes, it was a good one. And well, they've all been good ones, but this is the inspiration photo was from Chautauqua Wildlife Refuge. So, and I have a link. Somebody asked in the comments if they could see the inspiration photos, but I don't have the digital rights to share that online. But I have put a link down below if people want to view the collage.
Okay.
So I'll put a link in the video description down below if people want to see that, but I do not have the rights to show the original photos.
Yeah, because they're professional photos.
Yes, they were. Yes. So anywho, so this is from Jems Luxe Fibers. They're in Mississippi. Pardon me. Jems Fibers. Mississippi. Oh, how pretty.
Very fun. Oh, wow. I love that yellow.
Yes. Their card is here.
Yes.
And you'll see.
Judy and Emily.
Yep, Judy and Emily. We have an interview coming up with them, and they will explain their name, Jems Luxe Fibers. They'll explain that. Oh, look, with a little stitch marker.
Oh, cute.
That's why there's a tie on there. Look at the little reindeer.
That's great.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. I love that. Don't we all have little stitch marker collections?
Oh, yeah. I have a bowl. It's getting a little out of control.
I have a couple of tins, like Altoids tins that I keep stuff in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yay.
That's really pretty.
It is. That's lovely. So we'll get to that interview with Judy and Emily. All right.
Awesome.
Talk to you later. Bye. I just want to welcome you to the podcast, Judy and Emily of Jems Luxe Fibers. Thanks for being here today.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
I can't help but look past you at all the loveliness on the wall behind you. I'm like, ooh, what's that one? And ooh, what's that one?
I know.
Yeah, I'm seeing some over Emily's shoulder that I'm like, gonna have to get on the website.
I know, this is what Ann does though. We look at stuff and then she has more than one monitor. So then you kind of see her doing a little side eye because she's like looking on the other monitor. She's like, click. She buys stuff during the podcast. She like buys things. Oh, that's nice. Click. I don't have more than one monitor. So I just have to like write things down and then go back.
Yeah. I know that happens a lot. We've been doing a lot of virtual shows this past year. And during the virtual shows, like sales are popping up, like, and so they're buying stuff as we're speaking. So
Isn't
it's
that
really kind
fun?
of cool.
Yeah. Tell us about your name, the company name.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of goes back to in 2018. I have a yarn shop and I wanted to add yarn to our business. And I was like, hey, let's dye yarn.
No.
And I kept on it and I was like, hey, Lily, let's buy some yarn. Let's try dyeing some yarn. And finally we also do a fiber show here, and we did the fiber show, and we went to a couple of other ones, and we came home and I was like, Emily, you want to dye yarn?
Yeah, let's do it.
And so I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And so then we were like, okay, we got to find a name and figure out what our theme is. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want it to just be where our yarn was named random stuff.
Right. Or trendy or anything like that. You know, we wanted something that was going to last, you know, for, you know, a while, you know, a bit. Yeah. And so, and then everybody was like, so what are you going to call it? And we were like, I don't know. And then this one lady come in our yarn shop and she said, what is it going to be called? The Judy and Emily yarn? And I was like, wait a minute. The way she said it. And I was like, so we could take the J from the Judy. And the E from the Emily.
And then MS is from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. So that's where Jems comes from. Right. Yeah. And so it's Jems, it's the J and the E. Yeah. And then the MS.
Yeah.
And then we wanted, of course, a theme. So all of our yarn, our variegated colorways is based off of Greek mythology.
Yes.
Cool.
Then our solids and tonals are based off of gemstones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then we have a few that are just like our southern, you know, just names from the South, like our blackberry cobbler.
Foods, places,
you know,
songs.
The muddy sip.
Yeah.
You know, so that was fun.
So we really started on in January of 2019.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So still pretty new then.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have had tremendous growth this year. It has been amazing.
Well, Judy's she's great at the social media. Like, so she's really, that's where our business has grown.
And then the virtual shows in 2020.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, because everybody's staying home. Click, click.
Yeah.
I know. And they have to have something to do.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. So what would you say makes your shop or your product unique among other hand dyers?
Well, when we do shows, a lot of times people say that they like that we have variegated that goes along with solids and speckled. Where is this one in the bulky? Right here. So we started doing this new thing.
Ooh. Oh.
This is bulky minis. Each mini has, so like here is a bulky mini. It has 21 yards. So this is a set.
Yeah.
And all of these go together. Here it is also in socked minis. And so there's only 3 dye powders that are used in this. So this is a fade. And so people like that we put all the colors together, but we do. So this is called Erebus. Erebus is a Greek god. He's the goddess of night. Mm-hmm. And our sets sell really, really well. And so right now our hot thing is the bulky minis. We had a show a couple weekends ago at Murfreesboro called Fiber in the Borough. Our booth was packed the whole day, and people even messaged us and said we couldn't get into your booth because everybody was getting these.
Yes.
Yeah,
we have all different colors. Here's a hat I designed.
Ooh,
how cute is that?
So that uses 5 bulky minis.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
and you pretty much can do this in like one night.
Yeah, that's 106 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cute.
Yes.
And what a
And
great
so
idea. You never see bulky minis.
No.
we believe we are the first dyer to offer bulky minis.
Yeah.
We have searched.
We haven't seen anybody
Haven't
else
seen any.
offering, so
So we have a lot of different designs.
that's a crochet
Oh,
pattern
This is crochet.
Cool.
Where is the Lush cowl?
right here.
So this is crochet that uses one full skein of bulky, and then
I don't know, is this it?
so this a full set of the bulky minis, and then a full skein of that will make this cowl. So people were going crazy over this at our last 2 shows because no other dyer has ever done this before.
Wow. So do you have this on your website now?
Yes.
Ooh.
And we are working.
Look at
with
Ann.
some-
Ann's like doing the side eye.
They're called Monster Minis,
Monster minis.
and we call them our little monsters.
That's cool.
Because our full skein, our bulky base is called our monstrous.
Okay.
So
Okay.
And so originally you couldn't go to any supplier and get a bulky mini.
Right.
So we had to cut and make our own.
yes.
But now we have found a supplier that is supplying us bulky minis, and we're kind of got it tied up to where he's not selling to anybody else. So
So
we're working.
Sorry,
with
I'm
a
busy
lot of-
looking at them now on the website. Don't mind me.
that's right. That's wow. Yeah, that's cool. So that's definitely unique for sure. And your
Yeah.
colors are fantastic. I'm one of those people where I don't really trust my own sense of color. So the sets are cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
And
really
I like that too. I'm that way.
Yeah.
I mean, even like sometimes, Judy will pick out my colors for something, or we have we have some great customers that I'm like, ooh, I think I'm going to ask her to pick out my colors.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, well, sometimes Judy picks out my clothes for me.
Do that.
Oh, so do you have, obviously right now your favorites are the bulky mini thing to work with, but do you have favorite colors or specifically a favorite fiber that you like to dye?
Well, right now we really enjoy dyeing the bulky because the circumference of the yarn is larger. Speckles
Right.
Yeah,
look amazing.
it does. It's just fun to watch.
And then I guess the other would be our DK.
Yeah, I think so.
Our Luxe DK is a really nice squishy.
Mm-hmm.
But we like all of the fibers. And because we've been knitting a lot with our new bulky, when you go and knit with sock, it feels like
I know. I did that the other
lace.
day, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
this
this
is going
is
to
so
take
weird.
forever.
So I see on your website, and that's why I'm looking off to the side here, right? Is that you have these What's Cooking boxes
Yes.
that are based on Southern cooking.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could tell us more about those, because I love that premise.
Yeah.
Well, in I guess November, December of last year, we've been talking about doing a monthly subscription.
Right.
Mhm.
And I came to Emily one day at work and I was like, I got an idea. Because I love to cook.
I like to eat.
She doesn't like to cook. But Southern food is, if you've never ate in the South, you're missing something.
Yeah.
I mean, because the food is just different. It's seasoned different. It's spicy. And so, I was like, and I love to cook, and I'm always sharing recipes and everything.
And
I was
she'll
like,
bring it to work, and I'm like, oh, she brought lunch today.
so I was like, let's do a subscription, and we share a recipe,
Mm-hmm.
the yarn to match, and then a little happy.
Yes.
And so we told our customers in December about it, and I think
So I think in January we only had maybe
8
but then in February I think we doubled
to 20 something.
Yes, and then
It went to 30, and then I think we're up to 50
50. Yeah.
a month. But we share a recipe, like we did shrimp and grits, Mississippi mud pie.
Ooh.
And what's really cool is because our customers were actually making these dishes.
Yeah, we'll hear about it. It's so fun. They're like, oh, we made pig pie. And I'm like, oh, great.
So in the South, barbecue is a really big thing. And so our May was pig pie. And it is a layer of corn chips, pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, shredded cheese.
Oh.
It's kind of like a Frito pie.
Oh.
And it's really good.
It's
and so
really
we sent
good.
this recipe and everybody was like going crazy. And in fact, one lady went on vacation.
Oh, yeah. And she forgot her recipe.
She messaged me. She says, hey, I'm out with friends and we're on vacation and we want to make pig pie. Can you send me the recipe? So it is, we have retained almost all of our original subscribers.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then every 3 months, all 3 colors will go together and we send out a pattern.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool. That's really neat. So what do you have coming up for the new year in tell us what's going on in 2022?
One thing that we've been doing a lot of lately has been box sets. Like we did a Halloween 31-day box set. But it was a little bit different. We did do the bulky minis. They got a hat pattern, but then they got a bunch of other stuff, and everybody loved it. We sold a lot of them, and now people are like, when are you going to do it again? So we're going to be doing more box sets.
Yes.
We
I really like that. It's just like something to open every day, and they really enjoy that.
It wasn't necessarily they were getting yarn every day.
We put a lot of little tricks in there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And our advent calendar, we just shipped out some today, we sold more than we thought we were going to sell, and we could have sold more.
Right.
So we're going to do more things like that, and we're signed up for a lot of different shows. Our business tripled this year compared to last year.
Yeah. Wow, that's excellent.
Yeah.
And aren't you glad you have each other? Because just think if you're trying to do that all like one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We had 2 people here today. It was 4 of us.
I know.
Packaging up. Like our customers and friends have come and like they know when we're like in a jam or not in a jam, but
it's just busy.
We need some help. Yeah.
And so our business has done so well that we actually, the building we're in, we bought it the 1st of October.
Yes.
Wow.
We went from about 1,000 square foot building to about 3,500 square feet.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, we were working in a space
that was very small.
Like we had, we had 6 cookers.
We had 6 cookers.
We only had 6 cookers.
And we rinsed the yarn.
And we rinsed the yarn in the bathroom.
In our bathroom sink.
And now we have 2 commercial sinks that are not in the bathroom.
With 12 cookers.
12 cookers. So
that's great.
Yeah. We're doing wholesale orders now. We have yarn in yarn shops all over. We have it in several yarn shops in like New York, New Jersey, all over. And we have more wholesale orders that we've kind of told we're not going to do anything until after the first of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. That is wonderful. So tell us where people can find you.
We are here in Vicksburg, Mississippi. We do have a new building. It's still kind of a mess right now. We're not open for the public. But they're welcome to come. We'll show them our dye studio. And then they can find us on our website at jemsluxefibers.com.
Okay.
And then we're also on Instagram and Facebook.
And Anne's like, click, click. That's fantastic. And you have a newsletter where people can sign up as well?
Oh, yeah. We
do have a newsletter. We haven't really been using that a lot, but we are going to start utilizing that more.
Good.
Because we have a lot of we have a Valentine box that we have coming out. We're also doing a spring box.
Good.
So anyway, a lot of our customers are like, I don't want to miss out ever again on one of your boxes. So we're going to actually start utilizing our newsletter. And so you can sign up on our website for that.
Okay, perfect.
Wonderful.
Well, we really enjoyed doing the Indie Untangled box, and we actually got one ourselves, and we kind of opened all the packages. We couldn't wait.
We got it.
Oh, you did already?
We just wanted to see, like, you know, how ours compared to everybody else's.
Well, just and to see like the ideas, because this is our first like big advent calendar that we did. And so like, we were just like, okay, let's see if we're doing, you know.
We sold 8 advent last year and we sold 60 this year.
Wow.
And could have sold more, but we just kind of cut it off.
Yeah. You got to sleep.
Yeah, they're a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. It's delightful to meet you.
Well, thanks for inviting us. It was nice talking with you too.
Yes.